Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and baby, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Girl, don't judge me. I really meant to come to y'all earlier with some videos, because there are a few things that I wanted to discuss, but I don't know what happened. Girl, all I know is I woke up around 2 o'clock, because I don't go to sleep until like 6 or 7, sometimes 8, and I have to like force myself to go to sleep because I get off at midnight now. And so, like, last night I did a live. I got off work, came home, did a live, and I ended up going to sleep around, like, 6 something. And I woke up at 2, and then I ended up going to get me something to eat around, like, 4. And then I stopped by Torchy Tacos. I don't really like Torchy Tacos, but it was happy hour, and I wanted me a little Rita. And I wanted some of that cheese dip too. But I ended up getting 2 tacos. The tacos, you know what I think what the difference is? I was getting my tacos on corn tortillas. I don't like corn. I like flour. That made a big difference for me. When I got them today, I got flour and not corn. So anyways, yeah, I went there. And then I came home around almost 7. And I just remember walking into my apartment and I was like, girl, I'm tired. And I was like, girl, I know you're not sleeping because, bitch, you really just woke up at 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're not sleeping. So I was like, girl, I'm just going to lay down and close my eyes because sometimes when I close my eyes for like 15 to 20 minutes, I don't even have to go to sleep. Like, sometimes I can just lay in my bed and just close my eyes and I'll be okay. And I stopped and got my nails. Y'all like my nails? I still think I got my nails done professionally this time. You know what's so crazy? I've always wanted to get my nails done. Like, I remember I painted my nails for the first time like 15 years ago. Like 15, and I got so nervous. God was so nervous. Nah, it wasn't 15 years ago. Yeah, it was somewhere around along those lines. Cause I remember I was going to the gay club. Because I had met one of my best friends, Brittany. She a lesbian. The one I told you that live in D.C. So I was going to the gay club with her. And I remember I ended up painting like 2. I only painted 2. Anyways, I always wanted to like paint my nails. I was always nervous, but I just want to do me, girl. I never told y'all this, but I had a brother. My brother got into a car wreck in December. So yeah, a lot of y'all were emailing me because I think y'all kind of figured something was going on. But anyway, so that's what happened. I had a brother who passed away in December. He got into a car wreck. And he was only 30, I think 31, 32. We were not that close. We grew up in the same house together. But I hadn't spoken to him in a minute. But, you know, it still hurt the same because this was my brother. We grew up in the same house together. He got into a car wreck. And, you know, it's so crazy because when things like that happen, you kind of like take a step back and you kind of start looking through life through a different lens. And I was just like, girl, I'm so tired. Like, I just want to live my life for me, girl. So if I want to wear fingernail polish, bitch, I'm going to wear fingernail polish because, bitch, quiet as it's kept. I could walk out the house tomorrow and get into a wreck and die. And I'm going to be mad because I never really got to wear my fingernail polish like I wanted to. I think they all right. They didn't do a good job. Like, my hands are ashy. I just washed my hands. They didn't do a good job like I wanted them to do. But I think it's decent. You know, I took a picture in. I said, girl, I asked the man, can y'all do this? He was like, yeah, we could do that. Okay. It was not Hispanic. It was an Asian man, of course. And so one of the girls, and I never know what girl I should go to. Is it like an order that you should go to? Like, is it the girl who got the first chair? She the best bitch at the shop? Is she cold with the hands? I need to know. Y'all let me know. Because I'm not going to them no more. But I brought a picture in, and she did all right. But it wasn't like, I wanted them to look just like the picture, and she didn't make them look just like the picture. But anyways, girl, I don't know how I got into all that and my brother passing away and all that, but yeah. So I got my nails done, came home. Stopped by Torches first, came home. Stopped by Torches, had a margarita, had 2 tacos, had my queso. When I got my nails done, it was a shop right beside Torches. I walked right over there. And then I came home. And girl, I went to sleep. Girl, I laid down. Girl, I popped up, girl, at 9:30. I said, what the hell? Bitch, you done been asleep for almost 3 hours. Called my best friend. We talked on the phone for like an hour. And then, girl, I just started watching the TV. And now it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm up making videos. Girl, hopefully I can try to go back to work. Go back to sleep at 6 because I have to be to work at 5. And before I go to work, I have to go do laundry. Girl, I have like no clean shirts. Well, my work shirts. That's what I meant. I only got like a set. Girl, I got 5 or 6 shirts I wore to work. And then that's it. Girl, everything else, so I need to go and wash clothes tomorrow before work. Anyways, y'all, let's get into this mess. I said all that, and I'm drinking a little margarita at 4 o'clock in the morning. Because I'm grown. It say it got 12.5% alcohol. That's strong enough for me. Anyways, let's talk about y'all friend. Girl, I got this y'all friend. Drew Sidora. Let's talk about her. So, there's a clip. You know how they release the clips? Like they'll release like a minute or 2 clip before the new show comes on Sunday. So there was a clip that I saw on Twitter that's coming up for the newest episode for Sunday. And for me, it just made Drew even be more of a bigger bitch than what I think she already is. And I was like, girl, this is not gonna make her look any better in my eyes. So she comes and she posts the video. Let me play the video and then we'll talk.
So yeah, just wanted to know, you guys see what's going on social media. Make sure you stay up on what's going on social media. And I just wanted to get on here and say one thing really quick. Just make sure that you always watch people's character, okay? Because you got a lot of fake people out here that pretend and they're trying to act, but they have no IMDb. And they get on here and they act, and you need to be able to really look at people's character. If someone is an antagonist, then that person's an antagonist. If they are a liar, then they are a liar, okay? And we just need to not just listen to people's words, but watch people's actions, because some things are done in the dark, and people aren't always going to say who they are. They're not going to own their mistakes. They're not going to own their flaws. So just know that what's done in the dark will always come to light. And remember that I said this. That's what I'm saying. You got a reason. So just hold on to those words. And I'm going to jump back on live on Sunday. So make sure y'all watch RHOA on Sunday. We are down to the last 2 episodes. And I just really need y'all to just watch and pay attention and remember what I said. Because I'm saying what I'm saying, and I'm going to stand behind what I'm saying. What's done in the dark comes to light. All right? So keep your eyes open, your ears open to the streets. All right? And we're going to get back and talk about it on Sunday. And I can't wait to hear what y'all have to say. All right? Because it's going to be really good. All right? So
that's y'all friend. That is y'all friend. This is what I think is happening. I'm not going to go into details about the clip that I saw because we'll discuss that on Sunday in my review. But from what I saw in the clip, it's not going to make Drew appear to be in the best light. So I think she's trying to do what Monique did when Monique thought that because of the things that were about to happen on Real Housewives of Potomac, she thought that people were going to turn on her, and actually they didn't. It made people love her even more. When I say Monique pulled, bitch, when I say Monique, shout out to Queen Monique Samuels, baby. That bitch pulled a fast one over the majority of the people. But I know for a fact I was still right in that whole mess between Candace and Monique, girl. I kept up with that story like I ain't kept up with nothing else. Anyways, girl, I think that Drew was trying to do what Monique did, try to get ahead of the story to try and flip it. Drew, this is what I don't like about Drew. Drew, the first thing is this: why do you act like you Holly Berry's? Why do you act like you Taraji P or Meryl Streep or Angela? Why are you acting like the girls are just banging on your door to throw you in their movies? Girl, you're not even the cameraman in Hollywood. Hello? She probably got more pull than you. So one thing that kills me about Drew is like you don't even have what is called you don't even have an IMDb. Girl, you barely got one. Why does this count? Drew was in one little movie on VH1. Was it VH1 Lifetime, the TLC movie? I think that's how the majority of people know her from The Game. And girl, quiet as it's kept, that was the biggest it ever got for Drew. To this day, The Game has come and gone. Drew had one little role, and her tagline for Real Housewives of Atlanta is something about The Game. Why are you acting like you was Melanie in The Game, girl? Anyways, girl, that's Drew. That's y'all friend. Y'all know I don't see it for Drew. I've been clocked Drew a long time ago. I don't see it for Drew. I would rather hang out with a bitch like Latoya before Drew any day. At least with Latoya, you know what you gonna get. Latoya just put it out there, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Drew the type of girl, I'm gonna get into her Sunday. Drew, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Your husband ain't shit. And that's just what it is. You sneaky as fuck. You take sensitive information that people tell you and you throw it in their face. That's when I was like, oh, it's a wrap for Miss Drew Sidor for me. Girl, no. Drew don't even have to come back next season, even though I know more than likely she probably is, but she doesn't have to come back next season. Anyways, let's talk about Kandi. Kandi Burruss. Kandi was on vacation with her family, and y'all had Kandi all nervous and wrecked and girl pissed off and shook because Real Housewives of Atlanta decided to release some photos for the reunion, and Kandi did not like the photo that they chose to release for her. This is what she had to say.
Yesterday, I was super ticked off because I saw that ugly picture that Bravo had put out of my reunion look, and I was like, really? That was the picture they chose? So I did put a better video on my IG page just so you can get a better look of how the hair, the makeup, the nails, and everything all came together. Everybody was trying to roast me, but I actually was in the theme of what they told us the reunion was supposed to be, which was what I was told. It was supposed to be burlesque, 50 Shades of Grey, dungeon, whatever. So, clearly, I came dressed for that. And the hair was inspired by Dita Von Teese, who is like a extremely successful, well-known burlesque performer, and she always does like those retro hairstyles or whatever. So I decided to do the retro hair look because I didn't want to do the same thing that we always do, which is your typical gown and, you know, curls for the girls and, you know, long hair or whatever it may be, because I've already done it. But I thought everybody looked beautiful for the reunion. You know, I thought everybody looked great. But I'm just saying, for my own look, if you was curious to know, yeah, that's what it was. So I mixed up a little latex from Vex Clothing, and I had Rico Chappelle, who is an African-American designer in Atlanta, who also did my wedding dress, but he did the skirt that I put with the latex, because for me, to 50 Shades of Grey burlesque dungeon glam, you need latex, and you know, glam it up. So that's what I did. So anyway, there you have it. You have the real inspiration behind it. And of course I'm going to put out some way better photos in the future, but for now, I'll keep them to myself. And you will see when the reunion airs how everything came together. You know, and I was just sharing that with you. You may not even care about all of that, but you know, it was just, I just saw that I was trending on Twitter yesterday, my first day of my vacay, because of that. And so at first, you know, I felt the way about it. I was like, really? Why would they put that picture? Like, why they pick that picture? They tried me. That's how I felt. but it's okay. It's okay.
I mean, let me say this. Based off what Kandi said, Kandi really was, and probably even Marlo, those two were probably the only two that really participated in the theme of the night, right? They are the only one. They are the, if we had to say who, when we think about the theme and what the theme was and how it was, who did what they were supposed to do, it would be Kandi. The other girls did throw on a pretty dress, pretty makeup, and pretty hair, right? So Kandi, if that's the case, Kandi did the challenge, or was up to the challenge, however you want to say it. With that being said, I'm sorry, Kandi, you still looked a mess. I'm sorry. Even with you doing what they asked you girls to do, I still think it was a miss for me. Even when I take into account everything she said, it still was a miss for me. I had to go back and I keep trying to like Kandi's look, especially when you think about what she said and what some of us already knew what the theme was. It's like, okay. But then it's like, no. I'm sorry. Kandi, I tried to like it. I don't like it. I don't think you pulled it off. I think you look an absolute mess still. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, girl. Anyways, y'all, that's the Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. Girl, I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.